Hi, I'm Saida Garrett, co-writer of Michael Jackson's Man in the Mirror, and you're listening to Rainbow Country with Mr. Mark Tara.
Today on Rainbow Country, she is the executive producer and host of Big Brother Canada. She is Arisa Cox, and she's here today to tell us about all things Season 11.
Every second counts on Big Brother Canada. I'm shaking. The house is known for its secrets. Deception becomes an art form.
I'm just like pure vanilla ice cream.
Can you ever truly know someone else?
You might be a master genius.
I'm like, whoa. It's time for the games to begin.
This is my game. Let's go.
Big Brother Canada, new season, Wednesday, March 8th on Global. Is that the time? I gotta go.
Executive producer and host of Big Brother Canada, Arisa Cox. Hello.
Hello. Oh, that sounds so good. I love that. How are you, Mark? I missed you.
I am well. I have to say you look fabulous.
Fabulous. Like, I'm turning 45 this year, Mark.
Seriously, you look good. Okay, Big Brother Canada Season 11. 10 years strong, 11 seasons. First of all, congrats on that, but how excited are you?
Well, Mark, you know me well enough to know that I am the biggest fan of Big Brother Canada there is. I am so thrilled that our show continues to be great. Nobody's phoning it in. Like our last two seasons are arguably two of our best, So I feel like we're still trying to hit the bar every single time. Everybody's working on 100 because we want the seasons to be great. The house is stunning, Mark. The cast is giving. I'm really, really, really excited about this season because it doesn't feel in any way, shape, or form stale. I think that shows when the people who work on something really, really love it and care about it. I think that shows in our show.
So the Big Brother Canada mansion, I'm getting the board game Clue vibes.
Oh.
What can you share about the theme for this season, Season 11?
Well, Big Brother is diabolical. We know that already. And it is wrapped in this whodunit this year. The mystery element is really, really big. So we have things in the house that, you do see in a lot of these sort of mysteries, like the grand library and the parlor, the ballroom, the conservatory. We've got all these incredible spaces that actually look very, very like royal. Like it's very fancy. It's a very, very fancy manor that they're living in this year. And that's very different than last year, which was a game show theme that had a lot of silver and shiny things and neon. It was very, very different. This is like, this is a place where a lot of mysteries will occur. So just know that we have planned an incredible season full of really, really cool twists and turns. Some old favorites and some new ones too.
Well said. Well said. Okay. 16 new house guests. What can you share about these new victims? Sorry, I mean the house guests.
The house guests, not victims. No, what I can share about this group in particular is that there's a lot of gaming. So there's some people who are absolute gamers and who know a lot about the show. There's other people who are sort of newer to the show, but are picking it up really, really fast. I don't know if you know this, but before they go into the house, they're, kept in sequester so that they can, prep for the show and, they're away from everyone else before they go into the house. And they're often allowed to look at past seasons. And that's really interesting because there's people who start watching. The more they start watching, the more excited they get because the more ideas they get. And real hustlers, anyone who knows me knows I love a hustler, like in real life, who comes to play Big Brother Canada. And those type of people, I think, are the ones to watch out for, the ones who really are good at reading people and are very persuasive. And those people tend to do very well on Big Brother Canada. So I'm thrilled. It's a gorgeous bunch. We're getting really across the country, all kinds of different occupations, 911 operator, fisherman, marketing professional. Like there's so many different kinds of people in there. And I'm just excited to see how they all gel because every season has its own flavor and the flavor is hot. The flavor is good, Mark. It's good.
Okay. So let's talk about live feeds.
Yes.
I am a live feeder. I'm a fan of the show. I believe you are as well, a live feeder. Okay, here's one of the questions. Why end the 24/7 live feeds? Was there a moment, was there a flashpoint when Big Brother said, let's evolve the show and move it away from 24/7 access into the house? Was there a moment? Was there a flashpoint for that?
You know what? That's an excellent question, and it's true. I am also a feeder, so I think a lot of people were correctly assuming that. I also was in my feelings about how we were moving the show forward. There was no one moment. I just want to make that for sure clear. There were so many factors that went into this decision, and it was not easy, I don't think, for anyone. But there's a lot that's different now from 10 years ago. There's a lot that's different now from even 5 years ago. And we do have a duty of care for, and here's the thing, it's not just for the house guests and their families. Like, these people are incredible to open their whole lives to us, but we also have to think about our fans. We also have to think about the people who work on the show. We also have to think about ways to actually carry the show forward. We're a very small country. We have a tenth of the people of the US. We have different concerns in terms of the health of our show and how we can keep it going. And I'll choose the show every time because I want it to be here. And I think it does so much good. Even though, on paper, it's a competition reality show, it can be a lot deeper than that. And we've seen that over the years. And that's why people care so much. They don't care because they're just trying to, clown us or own us or anything like that. They care because they love the show and they love what we create and they love the concept. So for me, I just have to move forward. I have to think about what we can do, which I think is a lot more than I think people realize now. What we're planning with our digital dailies is hours and hours of footage uploaded every week regularly on the BigBrotherCanada.ca website for the whole season. So it's not like there'll be just like a clip here and there. We want to show as much as we can because I know how much texture that adds to our viewing experience. And as feeders, you and I want that. I want to see the strategy as it turns from like an idea to a full-blown plan. And if that is executed well, I want to see all that. We're already lucky that we have 3 shows a week, right? Most amazing competition reality shows are only 1 hour, 1 week with no feeds, right? So I'm really happy with what we are able to deliver. And I really want to see what's going to happen in the future.
Do you think that this is, do you think that other countries that have their own Big Brother, do you think that they may soon follow Canada's trend?
Well, I will say we're not the first. I don't think we'll be the last either, but we're not the first. Big Boss, season with no fees, Australia, UK. It's a very tricky endeavor doing a show as big as this with real people who have real lives. it's a very difficult thing to do now compared to 20 years ago when social media just didn't have the same impact, right? Like I was on a reality show 20 years ago that had feeds and they were like chat rooms, but there was no YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all that stuff. So the landscape has definitely changed and people's attitudes have changed as well. And that makes it, it's a difficult show to produce at the best of times. But I want our show to survive and thrive. And if this move helps us do that and delivering that content in a different way, then I'm willing to try it. Because I get it, I get it. I feel that. I feel probably all the feelings that people have been going through. But that to say, I love the show and I want to see it continue and grow. And if it has to evolve and change, it has to evolve and change, even though I know change is very difficult,
So my last question for you, 11 seasons strong, 10 years on. When you first got this gig, did you think that you would be doing this, being the face of a show, being the host, being now part of the executive producer's room? Did you think that you would be doing this 10 years on?
Absolutely not. You work in Canada, you know how fleeting these moments are. And so you try to enjoy them as they're happening because you don't know how long they're going to last. And that I think goes for anyone in Canadian media, television, radio, the fine arts world. It's very hard to catch that lightning in a bottle. And Mark, like you've been doing your show a long time. Like it's harder and harder to see these like legacy shows like continue. And for me, working in television, I worked at many, many places. And I've had buyouts happen. I've had shows canceled, that happens all the time. So I think when I was just so grateful for season 1 and it was so much fun. And even then we were like, we really hope we get a season 2. But even in my head, then I knew if I could do this for 20 years, I would do it for 20 years. Like I absolutely love so many aspects of what we create. It's got to be one of the most creative shows on television, period. Especially the way Big Brother Canada does it, like our version of it, in terms of design and challenges and sets and costumes. And it's just such a high level of creativity. I never wanted to stop. And because we keep injecting it with these incredible personalities from across the country, it always feels fresh. And we certainly will never phone it in. And I think you know that about us too. So no, I did not imagine it would go this long, but did I dream it? Yes. And I'm so grateful to be here still.
Arisa Cox, thank you so much for your time. Well said, well done.
Oh my God, you're the best. Thank you so much, Mark.